just maxed out Acid Spray.
And just keep his distance against the Bat Rider. With stick
Yeah,
punches
exactly.
as well, he should be okay.
I think Razor offers just less kill potential. He's just annoying, but you can still go forward. Bat Rider can actually potentially kill you if you're too far forward.
Digital Chaos also had the better rotations into mid for ganks. Like, you're running a Dazzle, an Undying, and a Naga.
10 seconds remaining.
Like, you're not going to roam into the middle lane to help Bat Rider ensure a kill on an Alchemist. Because you'll be fighting underneath Acid Spray with too much potential for the VS and the Bane to be ready to gank from behind. And Digital Chaos showed it beautifully in Game 1 that their vision control was really top-notch.
Yeah.
They saw where Alliance were coming from every single time. They were always prepared for the rotations. And really, Alliance had no solid answer to that. Like, they try and take the big fights, sure, but there was definitely some things missing. And Digital Chaos actually banned out the DK here. So they're actually thinking, and I said it actually in my analysis early on, the Bat Rider is actually a lot more functional as an offlaner now.
Yeah. This is completely
always
true.
Prepared.
Because of his increased regen, he got the Ogre Magi treatment. So 2 HP
really
per second. Also, Flame Break's a little bit more spammable. Flame Break, when the change before, which is I think much more
solid
significant, changing Flame Break to damage over time means it can do a crap ton of damage combined with Sticky Napalm. So if you actually have Sticky Napalm and Flame Break and Firefly all by level 3, supports I think are going to have a really tough time challenging you.
There was definitely some things missing. And Digital Chaos actually bad. Yeah, actually, it's okay.
And if you have an Undying, creating space for the Bat Rider as well.
Here. So they're actually thinking, and I'm actually wondering if Undying even needs to be there. Because the Undying can create space in the safe lane. And he's going to need to help out with that with the Naga Siren. Wow.
Ooh, aggro tri-lane from Digital Chaos?
With a VS core?
Yeah, it could be. I mean, they're running a Vengeful Spirit core, right? No matter what.
It has to be, yeah.
They could run aggro tri-lane and put Beastmaster top. They could
Bat Rider
run
is actually
dual lanes,
Vengeful
Spirit farming alongside a Lion, and then have the Bane babysitting the Alchemist mid. That may be a bit more likely, especially like obviously it's still open for Digital Chaos. If Bat Rider is mid, which he is now because there's going to be a Jakiro Undying dual off lane. With Bat Rider mid, you do need a babysitter. And Bane is going to be that for the Alchemist, just like he was that against the Razor. It's the same exact scenario. And Alliance aren't really equipped to deal with it. Maybe they'll put Undying or Jakiro mid.
I sort of started to think about, like, I'm wondering exactly if it's going to be a Jakiro or an Undying call, because who's going to be more useful in the game. Like, we kind of already saw, like, RK with the Jakiro. He definitely doesn't need the farm to be effective. If he gets it, he's even more effective. So more than likely it'll be Bulldog who plays up the Undying role here. But just the Undying and the Jakiro could easily contest against, like, a Bane VS and a Lion. Their ability to fight back is just so damn strong. You get Dual Breath early on, you get a couple of good decays. And it is actually Admiral Bulldog Jakiro, so they made the decision. This is going to be a core Jakiro from Admiral Bulldog in the hands of Alliance.
Yeah, that makes sense, because in the dual offlane scenario of Jakiro Undying treatment, Jakiro I think is more like 2 HP really to be the farmer. Per second. I think there's just enough value. Like we've seen it a couple times early on in 6.85, 6.84 teams. Flame Break, when there'd be some teams experimenting with like the offlane Undying and Undying as a core position, but I just don't think there's enough value in him actually getting net worth. Jakiro, on the other hand, actually does hold a lot of value. He can get the Yules, go for Blink Yules. The change before, which is I think much initiator at that point in time, really excellent at picking off teams. The Aghanim's got a big buff, so maybe we'll see some of that with the Ether Lens being added in. The Ice Path, I believe, is longer. It's a distance spell. more
solid answers.
Like changing flame strike, right?
It is.
So probably the same for dual breath, right? I don't know. It's really difficult. Break to damage over time means it's hard to say what it does increase and what it doesn't.
Dual breath's already bloody big. Like you look at like the sonic wave kind of area in dual breath. It's like it's obviously nowhere near the same level as that, but it's still like it's deceptively big compared to the animation you have.
See what Bruno said was the general rule is that
we can come back to Bruno in a moment. Aloda actually doesn't have ensnare. Okay, we can go back to Bruno.
The general rule is that of Ether Lens is anything that is AoE, it doesn't increase, i.e. Vacuum, Death Pulse, Ravage. Cast range does increase, whether it's a targeted ability or ground targeted.
We'll take that.
Not sure if that applies to Ice Path.
Yeah, which one is Ice Path?
I don't think it.
Yeah.
And it applies to line stuns, right? Yeah, of course. So if it applies to line stuns, which we were talking about earlier, then Ice Path is a line stun.
Yes, it is.
So it shouldn't. So yeah.
And well, Dual Breath is a ground target ability.
Yeah, so maybe not Dual Breath.
Okay. So just Ice Path.
My head hurts, Toby.
Yeah.
Ether Lens is killing my brain. My brain box no working.
We'll get it working, bro. Okay, so Load is getting harassed as heavily as they possibly can, but AUI and TC really don't do that much damage to a PMS Naga. And up on the top lane, like Bulba's Ball can try and harass Jakiro out. The increase, okay, is that gonna be
nice
no stuns? No stuns.
No stuns. I've seen that before from Alliance.
Just straight back out again.
Yeah, they've got Ensnare, Ice Path, and Lasso. Oh, and Flame Break, actually.
I'm kind of surprised.
Ecco, va la schia, no? Yang mana? Ah, udah tunjuk.